Published 0621 EDT, the 1st of September 2017. Updated 0621 EDT, the 1st of September 2017. Transfer deadline day was much like the rest of the season, dominated by talk and speculation surrounding the Premier League's top 6 clubs. However, away from the Manchester clubs, Liverpool, and the London trio of Arsenal, Chelsea and Spurs, the rest of the top flight, in the final week of August many clubs made crucial signings, a number of which went under the radar. Here, Sportsmail picks 10 Premier League transfers you may have missed in the final week of a hectic and expensive window. Tim Krul, on loan at Brighton, was once regarded as among the best Premier League keepers. Tim Krul to Brighton after earlier summer signing Mathew Ryan made a couple of poor errors early in his Premier League career. Hughton made an unexpected move and pinched an international goalkeeper from a fellow newly promoted club. Tim Krul was once regarded as one of the best keepers in the Premier League, but serious injuries and managerial instability in Newcastle have seen him fall from favour. If he reclaims his form, this could be a Seagulls steal. Nahki Wells will have played in every English League division when he makes his Burnley Nahki Wells to Burnley. Wells was allowed to leave Huddersfield by David Wagner, who signed forwards Steve Manny and Laurent Delpoitre this summer, so he became Burnley's 7th signing. The 27-year-old helped Town reach the Premier League via the playoffs last season, and once he makes his Claret's debut, will have played in every English League division. After making his name in Bradford's League Cup final-reaching team, Wells is eager to make his mark on the top flight. Mamadou Sakho's Crystal Palace arrival was announced at 2 a.m. Better late than never. Mamadou Sakho to Crystal Palace. Sakho's arrival at Palace was only announced at 2 a.m. 3 hours after the transfer window closed. Better late than never for newly hopeful Eagles fans. Last season, the former Liverpool defender's loan to Selhurst Park played an enormous part in staving off relegation. His permanent return for £26 million shows how much Palace rate the Frenchman. Frank de Boer's early problems have been scoring goals, but they should be better now at keeping them out. Everton fans may have been underwhelmed by Nikola Vlasic, but it could be a scoop. Nikola Vlasic to Everton after being linked with Diego Costa and Olivier Giroud on deadline day. Some Toffees fans may have been underwhelmed by the signing of a Croatian teenager little known in England, but it could be a scoop. An attacking midfielder with a senior cap already on his head, Vlasic impressed against Everton for Hajduk Split in the Europa League qualifier. With 120 senior appearances under his belt, he should be ready for the Premier League soon. Abdelhamid Sabiri is young, quick and eager, perfect for Huddersfield's image this season. Abdelhamid Sabiri to Huddersfield. The 20-year-old, who was born in Morocco but has dual German nationality, scored 5 goals in 7 starts in the second half of last season in the German second tier for Nuremberg. Sabiri, who can play on either wing and in attacking midfield and will wear the number 11 at Huddersfield, was a snip at just £1 million. He seems like the sort of young, quick and eager player perfect for the Terriers' image this season. Leicester's Alexander Dragovic played 3 games in the Champions League last season. Alexander Dragovic, to Leicester, the 26-year-old, made 19 Bundesliga appearances last season for Bayer Leverkusen and featured 3 times in the Champions League, as they finished above Tottenham in the group. The Austria international has played 54 times for his country and will be able to slot straight into Leicester back line, providing quality competition for Wes Morgan and Robert Huth. He has a winning record too, with 10 trophies across spells in the Austrian, Swiss and Ukrainian leagues. Kevin Wimmer looks to be a perfect fit for Stoke, even if the £18 million price is rather steep. Kevin Wimmer to Stoke. Much has been made of the profits Spurs have gained from a reserve defender, bought for £5 million, sold for £18 million, but Wimmer looks to be a perfect fit for Stoke. Joining Mark Hughes' side 3 days before the window shut, Wimmer had a good first season in the Premier League after joining in 2015 before being limited to 5 appearances last season. He has a lot to prove, and a perfect place to do so. Is Renato Sanches to Swansea signing at the summer? Potentially. His quality is obvious. Renato Sanches to Swansea signing at the summer? Potentially. Best use of contacts from a former club? Definitely. Paul Clement coached Sanchez at Bayern Munich last season before leaving to take the Swans' hot seat, and returned to Germany to scoop a player out of favour but brimming with quality. Sanchez was sensational as Portugal won Euro 2016, but saw his chances limited at Bayern. He will find no such barriers in Wales. Now he needs to match sky-high expectations. Orestes Karnezis is the latest loanee from Udinese to Watford, and he is eyeing the number 1 spot. Orestes Karnezis to Watford. A significant number of Hornets fans would have liked to have seen quality keeping competition for Aurelio Gomez brought in much earlier this summer, but under the radar on August 31, they may have found it an unfamiliar name from a familiar source. Karnezis is the latest loanee from Udinese, a link forged by the Pozzo ownership connection, and the 32-year-old Greece international arrives for the season with the number 1 spot in his sights. Grzegorz Krychowiak's career has taken an unexpected turn, and West Brom have benefited. Grzegorz Krychowiak to West Brom 1 year after starring for Poland at Euro 2016 and making a £34 million move to PSG. Krychowiak's career has taken an unexpected turn. The defensive midfielder was a key cog in Sevilla's back-to-back Europa League wins, and if he brings that form to the Hawthorns, rather than the disappointing Paris displays, then Tony Pulis has bagged a baggies bargain. He plays a good long pass and enjoys a tackle, perfect for West Brom.